We're Jack and Megan, and after living on the road for 3 years, we have a goal to convert this caravan from the 70s into our dream home. We knew it would be a challenge, but let's just say we hope our handy skills improve quickly.
We've made a mistake, guys.
That's really frustrating me.
This is really not good.
Just in case you guys weren't aware, this isn't actually a how-to channel, if that wasn't obvious.
This is anybody can do anything, Jack. Good morning.
Morning! Welcome back to the farm, and welcome to week 3 already.
Crazy.
Of the caravan build. So we're calling it floor week. Well, I've just decided that it's called floor week, but it's going to be our floor, our chassis, everything that goes under the chassis. Well, not everything.
Water tank.
Yeah, a water tank. But anyway, hopefully by the end of this week, it's going to be a lot less dangerous to walk in here.
Ow!
Are you okay?
Ow!
But it's 43 degrees today. We've had an insane heat wave up here. And yesterday it was 46, so we didn't work on the caravan at all. Jack just tinkered with a few frame things that would be too boring for the vlog. But yeah, we're going to work as long as we can today before it gets insanely hot.
Yeah. And
hopefully we can smash out a few things.
let's head inside. Good morning, everyone. And look at our board here and what we've got to do today. Megan's placed it all nicely on the board.
And it doesn't feel so overwhelming today because we don't have a full row.
Ta-da.
Usually we have like a row and a bit, but we just got 6 things to pull off our board this week.
Yeah.
Doable.
You want to go through them or?
Okay, so we've got clean and sand our chassis, first of all, rust guard and prime chassis, paint chassis, install our water tank, cut and paint new floor, bolt-in floor. And then hopefully by the end of this week, we will have a floor. If roof week is anything to go by, it might, take us 2 weeks, but we'll see how we go.
Guys.
He's done it again.
Oh, God. I've done it again. Megan turns around, she goes to me, why are we doing this?
No, I just said you haven't explained it properly again.
She goes, why are we sanding the chassis? So the reason we're sanding the chassis is because it hasn't been touched for 50 years. So it's
Rusty.
Accumulated surface rust. And for anybody watching who doesn't know what a chassis is, this is the chassis.
Don't patronise them.
Megan didn't know what a chassis was.
Of course I knew.
She didn't know. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We're sanding back the chassis, preparing it for 3 different paints. The first one is rust guard. Second one is a primer. Third one is the nice looking paint that goes on top, and it's going to be a nice silver finish. So, you ready?
Ready.
Turn her on, mate. Now let's see what happens.
Should I
Just chuck it on. It should just give it a nice sound.
Woo!
Alright, so this is what we're trying to achieve, guys. See that? All the rust came off and it's a nice fresh finish.
Is that it?
You get it now? Yeah, that was easy.
Oh, this will be quick then.
It's not going to take long, no.
Awesome.
Alright. It's so weird, I'll let go. It's so weird, I'll get old. Got a love for another one. Guys, Megan's getting right into this one. Ready? Look at her. Megan!
Oh, I just want to look like Quasimodo just then.
Look how dirty you look at your legs.
Nice.
Look at the side of your arm. Classic. It's coming along pretty good, guys.
Yeah. This is like the most satisfying job we've done so far.
Yes, it is.
I feel. Maybe it doesn't look that different, but to me it's
Oh my gosh, look in between your nose. Come here. Come closer. You got 2 little black dots on each side of your nose. Oh, we're almost done actually. It's not hard at all, is it? Just dusty work.
Yeah, a bit sweaty.
All
It's
right.
actually not too hot in here though.
No,
Do
it's
you
not.
think that paint thing actually made a difference?
It's our waterproofing on the roof.
Yeah.
100%. It makes a huge difference. All right, back to work. Oh my god.
You're right.
I've vacuumed the whole place.
Just catch your breath.
So we finished sanding and flappy disking the chassis. It's come up a lot better. A lot of dust came off it and surface rust. So I think what we're doing is it's going to make it last another 50 years. So it's pretty cool thinking that. But yeah, vacuumed everything. And then now I've gone over the whole chassis with mineral terps to get the wax and grease off. Now we're going to put the rust converter on. And what that does is something to do with science. So,
is that your only explanation?
Yeah, it's science. I think what it's going to do is it's going to convert any of the rust that we've left behind and turn it into a primeable surface. I don't actually know if that's right, but science. One, two, three, go. Here you go. Stop.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
We gave up yesterday. It got way too hot.
It got hot.
But today is beautiful,
Yeah.
so we're going to crack on. But it's a good thing that we did actually take a break yesterday because we were kind of going in the wrong direction. We were going to finish that rust guard, which we did, and then we were going to prime and paint the chassis. But if we had done that, we would have been wasting quite a bit of time because we've got ply as our floor. So really the order we should have done it in is rust guard, which we've done. Next we need to measure and cut our floor so that we can do our waterproof paint on our floor, then prime and paint our chassis.
Yes.
Otherwise we just would have been like twiddling our thumbs waiting for the chassis paint to dry. So
You explained
we
that
are
perfectly.
very, what's the word? Organised today.
Yes, we've had some time to think about it. Before we get into the build today, guys, we just wanted to say a huge thank you to Ryobi. There's a bit of an elephant in the room. You might have seen it.
Beautiful green elephant.
Yeah, we partnered with Ryobi, so we're incredibly thankful. They sent us some tools. All we had was a drill, a hammer, some screwdrivers and a grinder, didn't we?
Yeah.
And now we have no excuse to cut corners, and we're going to get the caravan build done, and we're going to get it done properly.
So grateful as well, not just for the tools, but for the fact that Ryobi actually believes that we can do this.
So we also just want to say thank you to you guys. None of that
Yes.
would be possible without you guys watching. So we appreciate you guys so much, and we're very, very thankful to have what we have. So
It's nuts.
it's nuts. So yeah, we've got some tools, guys, and some of the tools I don't even know what. Oh, you look who it is. I forgot I put him there. Classic. We got a table saw. We got all kinds of stuff. We've got an air compressor. So we're going to start cutting our plywood today. There is our water tank. We'll talk more about that later. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut our flooring, and we're going to put a Sikaflex waterproofing on it. So let's do that, eh? We've got to measure 100 times and cut bloody once. Glasses. Mate, we're going full safety today.
Oh yeah?
Why did you do that? Why did you show the thumbs?
Because everyone agrees with me.
Can't hear
that
you.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Good
Look at that.
job. Is
Great.
it straight?
Look, not a gap. Oh, there's a new one. That is awesome. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and our sunroof and our bed.
No, it's
This
just
is good enough.
great success. Let's do 3 more.
Okay, we're on to our last piece, and we've got our very technical drawing here because we need a slot around the wheel arches. So
Can our brains handle it, guys?
hopefully it works.
We made a mistake.
Jack is trying to argue with mathematics, and it's really frustrating me because we realised that, okay, our thing isn't quite right because a couple of the edges are not adding up to the full width, and Jack's like, it's fine, just cut it. So I'm getting a bit frustrated
It's
because
too hard to explain.
yeah, but you just can't argue with mathematics, okay? So we're just gonna do what I said, and if I'm wrong, then
Oh, I hope you're wrong, eh? She's wrong.
I'm not
guys.
gonna be wrong.
Okay, you're right. Let's go cut this.
Okay, moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Is this going to fit? Ready?
Oh.
No, that's okay. We did that on purpose.
Did we?
Yeah, there's an overlap here. So
Oh, there is on this side as well,
just bear with me for one moment, please. I will rectify my mistake. Ready? Ah, yes. Perfect.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yay.
Winners.
Good job.
That's what winners look like.
You are going to see us celebrate small wins as much as possible with this because I feel like it's the best way to just not get overwhelmed by the amount of work that we actually have to do. But we have a floor.
Have a floor, guys.
Yay.
So
actually, we don't really because we still need to waterproof paint it and bolt it down.
Yeah.
But, woo, floor.
Megan did have a good idea when we were doing the floor, guys, so she's going to explain that to you now.
Oh yeah, so the reason we did the cuts like this, so we put our little slot in here instead of over here because we realised that this is going to be our kitchen here, so this is going to have the most foot traffic.
Hello,
so
come for a coffee.
We want this to be as stable as possible here. It's painting time.
Whoa.
Oh, you're doing it already.
So this is going to be the bottom of the ply, that face of the chassis. We've got to waterproof that so no water gets into the cracks and etc. And we're going to make sure we get the sides as well. So we're going to give it a blow down first, just to get all the dust off.
Just to get any excuse to use another tool.
Yeah, classic. Look at this, it's got 3. You got your little slow afternoon gardening session like my mum, just do-do-do. And then you got 3 settings and it goes up to 3 and it's just like... It's pretty cool. We've made a mistake, guys.
Almost.
So we meant to add water to the mix to prime the surface first and then come back a few hours later and then put a thicker coat on. But we didn't prepare for that and I've just gone blimmin' well poured it in the bloody paint tray. That sounds Aussie.
You mean in the bloomin'
in the
paint.
bloomin' paint tray. I sound like Elf Stewart, don't I? And I've just grabbed whatever I could find straight away and see how it mixes up. But this just doesn't make sense that you would put this much water, Megan.
That's what it said. Just in case you guys weren't aware, this isn't actually a how-to channel. If that wasn't obvious.
This is anybody can do anything channel.
You might get it a bit wrong in the process, but you'll get there eventually.
You will. This is going to work.
Priming is done, and I love painting.
It's come up pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it looks cool. I need to hold on to this clip and see how I feel 3 months from now after we've done a whole lot of painting. But right now, it's my favourite thing. It's
very calming.
Relaxing.
We've had a very in-depth conversation, haven't we?
Yes.
And it was about, if you don't want to know what it's about, I'm going to tell you anyway. It was about doing another project, guys. We were just talking about possibly doing another ridiculous project because they're quite fun, aren't they? And rewarding. We're like 3 weeks in and ready to think about another one. Give us 3 months. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, leave your comments down below and let us know maybe like a really interesting, unique project that we could do a build series on, like double-decker bus. Maybe.
Or let us know what your
Imagine that.
dream project is.
Yes,
And
let us know your dream projects.
yeah, that would be cool to read that.
And then we'll do them for you.
We'll steal your ideas.
We'll steal your ideas. Anyway, leave your comments. It'll be interesting to see. So we've got to wait 2 hours, eh?
Yes.
Until we can do the thick coat of primer.
But we can
paint.
get on to another primer, which is the chassis.
All right, guys. It's about time we stop joking around. Get serious about this build. We're ready to rumble.
You guys didn't think we were actually going to be serious, did you? Do you know what I just realised as well?
Well,
There's no point in me even having this suit because we only have one of them. Anyway.
no, we're going to share.
Oi!
I'll start it off because I'm really, really excited to paint, and then you
Clearly.
can have a go. You do like a piece of steel or something.
I suspected, Jack is not letting me have a go on the spray gun thing, but it actually looks quite uncomfortable now that he's crawling under the chassis. So he can do that. Now that our primer on those panels is all dry, I can actually paint it with the thick emulsion now. And once again, we are battling with the daylight. I think we've maybe got half an hour left, so I don't know how we're gonna go with painting the chassis today, but we're gonna try our best. Good morning, everyone. We just realized this morning we haven't been ticking things off as we go, so to catch you up on what we've done so far on floor week, because we're nearly done. So rust guard and prime chassis is done. Paint chassis we have done. We did it off camera yesterday because we figured you guys have seen enough painting for one video, and it was kind of the same process as priming it.
This is a good
Why does it not even surprise me?
Good morning, everyone.
Okay.
Classic.
Anyway, so yeah, painting the chassis was fairly anticlimactic.
A bit boring.
Yeah.
So
But it's
that's
done.
done, and it looks brilliant. So
And you've also added back on the wheel arches.
wheel arches are back on as well. Never use black silicone, guys. It gets everywhere on your fingers
And your clothes.
and your clothes. It's just disgusting stuff.
So that is done, and our panels have dried really nicely. So
Yep.
I think they're all waterproofed and ready to go. And this is the last thing that we have to do today to get it all done. You might be thinking, Megan, there's still something left on your board. And you'd be right. So we have decided to
Water tank.
not do that
No.
this time. And before Jack explains why, I just want to give you a little piece of advice. If you are doing your own caravan build, you need to get yourself a Glen. Everyone needs a Glen in their life for advice.
Glenn's a human being, guys.
We're very thankful to have a Glen.
He is a lifesaver. I have done a lot of research into putting a water tank in the caravan and as to where I should put it and all that kind of stuff. But I got to the point yesterday where I slid the water tank under the caravan and I was like, oh, where am I going to put it? In between the axles, behind the axles, towards the back of the caravan. And I sent a few photos to Glenn. We got talking and came to the conclusion that Glenn's been around caravans for a long time, guys, so he knows what's going on. And we got to the conclusion that we're not going to put a water tank in yet. The water tank can be put in after the floor goes in anyway. So the reasoning behind it is, firstly, we don't have to put holes in the chassis that we don't need to. Secondly, once the floor's on, this will be next week's video, we're going to be coming up with our floor plan and what's going on, where the fridge is going to go, where the kitchen's going to go, where the mattress is going to go, and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be getting jugs of water and estimating how much the fridge is going to weigh, how much the mattress is going to weigh with jugs of water, and what it's going to do to the ball weight and to the rear of the caravan. We want our weights to be pretty spot on. So this is going to be going into storage for a while.
Mm-hmm. But better for us because now we have less work to do and we're nearly finished with the floor.
Yes.
All we need to do is bolt it in. So fingers crossed that just goes smoothly.
Thank you, Glenn, and thank you everyone else for giving us advice in the comments.
Yes.
It does help, and I do read them. And there's been some really good comments come through that have definitely helped. So, thank you, everybody.
Let's do the floor.
Let's do it. All right. So, our floor has come up good.
Yeah.
It is really nice.
Nice and waterproof.
So, we chucked it on here so it stays nice and flat because it was warping out in the sun. So, today's tools are black silicone, like I said, not to use. And this thing here is an absolute lifesaver, guys. We used it yesterday for the wheel arches, and I do not have sore hands. So thank you again, Ryobi. And we got some screws here to screw the floor in. All we got to do is bring the flooring in. We'll start with the rear of the caravan and move forward from there and go one by one. Yeah. So we won't put silicone on the whole chassis straight away.
Okay.
Because that'll be a disaster. Damn it. Don't use black silicone, guys.
Remember when I said, let's hope it all goes smoothly? Yeah, it hasn't.
God damn. Oh my this is really not good. Far out.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
I have no other choice.
What?
It's our last one.
So we can't even do the last...
We're going to have to do it by hand. Get silicone all over my hands.
Surely there's a tool you can use that is not your hand.
Guys, we had an explosion. I cut the silicone tube wrong and this popped off and it's just a disaster. But we'll make it work.
I guess we don't have to worry about footprints anymore.
We're lucky something's going over the top of this, but I didn't want it to look like that.
Yeah, I wanted my beautiful before and after, and it's gonna look terrible.
I think what we'll do is we'll screw it down and we'll paint it with the rest of the waterproofing paint and leave it overnight.
Okay.
Just so we can be happy with it. That is a disaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, guys, I should have had gloves on. I should have done so many things differently. I lost my...
Temper?
No, temper. Razor blade. So I couldn't cut the silicone tube properly, so I used these. And that's where I went wrong. Anyway, we'll figure out a way to get the rest of the silicone on and get the last piece of flooring down and deal with that. Oh, guys. Had to step out for a bit there. I knew I had to stop, so I went and sat down inside for half an hour, and I actually ended up screwing in the floor before I went and had a little break there, and Megan's ended up painting over it, but I got very frustrated with that silicone. It got everywhere. It's taken ages to get off my fingers, but we planned the flooring and putting it down as much as we could. We had a plan, and it still didn't go to plan. So I guess it's going to happen a lot in this series, but anyway, we'll go see Megan. How's it going?
Almost done. It looks much better.
Was it?
Yeah.
Guys, if you saw this before, disaster. But anyway, we're going to leave you there, guys. I'm going to build some boxes around these wheel arches here so that comes up nice.
This seems like a very sad
Ending. But it's not, because look what we've achieved. We did it. That's pretty good, Megan. That's our new home. It's floor.
Yeah. I'm just concerned because it was supposed to be easy, and like what's going to happen when we get to the parts that are visible?
Just take our time.
Okay.
And step back about 16 times. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Love you lots, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Yep, so
Cute.
Let's just get into it. That can be yours.
Is it because it looks like an iron? Are you being sexist?
No. Okay, I've got it.
How did you figure it out?
Well, I just figured it out.
How did you really figure it
With
out?
the instructions. I think we need to find a bucket, Megan.
I think you guys need to wish us luck.
I'm stressing a bit here. We've been watching too much Breaking Bad, guys. 2319! 2319! And we hope you made... goodbye. I was going to say I hope we made you laugh at some point in this video, but anyway, stuffed that up, didn't I?